What's going on, people? How you guys doing? Edible Incredible, back at it again with the video. So I'm going to be talking about the potential spots for Breath of the Wild to be taking place where in the timeline. And, I mean, there definitely is spoils. I'm going to show one cutscene, just the very first memory, and I'm going to talk about this area where I'm at right here. I'm not going to give any major spoilers away, and honestly, I still don't even know where the timeline takes place. I have a good idea, but it's not really confirmed. It's not really up in your face. I think there's a couple potential spots, and I'm going to talk about that right here. But first off, let's talk about where I'm standing. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about, let's get right into it, is this game taking place after Twilight Princess. Somewhere after Twilight Princess, probably way in the future. But as we see right here, this is even called Castletown Ruins, and this looks really eerily similar to, you know, the Castletown Fountain in Twilight Princess. So that's one plus, I think, towards after Twilight Princess. And now let's look at +2, and that is this cutscene right here. And not the cutscene in its entirety, only what Zelda says in one line, which I will shut up when she says it. But until then, as you can see, she's talking about the sword. She's talking about the Master Sword, what the Master Sword's been through, all that good stuff. Now, what she's about to say, this next line, listen to this right here. Whether skyward bound, adrift in time, or steeped in the glowing embers of twilight. So, I mean, if this game is after Twilight Princess, that would make total sense, because she knows of the past, you know, she's part of the royal family, all that good jazz. She knows that it's been through the Twilight stuff, spent through Adrift in Time, must be Ocarina of Time. And of course, Skyward Sword and Ocarina of Time are previous to this game no matter what, because they've already announced, before this game even came out, Anuma said that this game's after Ocarina of Time in some sense. But of course, Ocarina of Time splits off into 3 timelines, so who fucking knows for sure. But the key word is the Twilight stuff. So, because she said that, maybe it could really mean that it is after Twilight Princess. Honestly, that and the Castletown Ruins are, I think, the biggest pros towards it being after Twilight Princess. And I think that is that probably is what it is. I mean, my personal opinion, my personal hopes, I kind of want it to be an adult timeline because I love the Wind Waker so much. And I don't know, man. It would just kind of be cool to play Ocarina and then play the Wind Waker and then play Breath of the Wild, or play Breath of the Wild and then the Wind Waker, whichever way order it would go for the story. Because I don't know, my 3 favorite games are Breath of the Wild, Wind Waker, and Ocarina, and I'm gonna make a top 10 Zelda game soon, and you'll see that. You'll see which one I like the best. But I don't know. That's why I want an adult timeline. I think it'd be cool about the Great Flood. Now, what I'm gonna talk about is this right here, this rock saw right here. I think this is one of the pros for the adult timeline. Now read what it says. Crystallized salt from an ancient sea commonly used to season meals. Cannot be eaten in this form. From an ancient sea. I mean, okay. This is not a big thing. I mean, maybe you can find this in an area in this game, right? And it's like, okay, maybe it's just a sea in this area. But nah, bro. As you can see, I have a lot of these things. And I've found a lot of these things. These rock salts. And they're not just in one spot on this map. Obviously, this whole map is just this is the whole Hyrule. I found these rock salts everywhere. So, I mean, where would an ancient sea that encompasses the whole Hyrule be? The only answer is the Great Sea. And that's why people are like, oh, it's after Twilight Princess, you know, what Zelda says, and the Castletown. And I totally understand that, but what ancient sea could they be talking about? I really want to know, even if it is after Twilight Princess. Like, what could that be? Because it's all around Hyrule. And Pro 2 for Wind Waker is... And this is also a small spoiler. After I did the Zora's Domain stuff, the king, you know, the king of the Zoras or whatever, he said that, I thank you, you prevented our great flood. And basically what was going on with the Zoras, I'm trying to keep it as spoiler-free as possible. I mean, of course there's going to be spoilers because I'm talking about the timeline and shit. But I'm not giving away when the timeline is, because we don't know for sure yet. Nintendo hasn't confirmed. It's not really up in our face in this game. But anyway, the king of the Zoras in this game, he literally said that after you saved the day for the Zora dungeon and stuff, because it was raining in Zora's Domain. You know, if it would have kept raining forever, and I guess they would have had way too much water, like the Great Flood, for example. But he literally uses the word Great Flood after you save the day for the Zoras. I mean, he could have used a different word. Why did he use that word? He prevented the Great Flood. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know. What do you guys really think? I really want to know your guys' opinion about this. Those are my 2 pros for Twilight Princess, and those are my 2 pros for somewhere around before or after Wind Waker. What do you guys think? I really want to know. Seriously. Like, I know most people are thinking after Twilight Princess, but what are these salt rocks then that we found all around Hyrule, and why do you use the word Great Flood? Man. Okay, guys. Hope you guys have a good night, good day whenever you're watching this. And this is Edible Incredible signing out. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think about this? Where you guys think this takes place, or where you want it to take place? And that's about it. Top 10 Zelda video coming soon. Hope you guys have a good one. And stay hype, my homies. Peace.